everyone, it's time to sing. It's okay. Hello, everyone, it's time to sing. Join me in my songs. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed that you were by my side. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Well, you once told me you really love me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me to love another, and you've shattered all of my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. We've got some sunshine today, haven't we? It's lovely out there. We won't even think of how it's going to get a little bit colder for Easter, because you never know, we might just get away with it. Anyway, we're just going to be happy, aren't we? Let's be happy because it's spring. Spring has sprung. And do you know what I've discovered? I'm absolutely, well, I haven't discovered I'm useless at gardening. I knew that to start with. But I planted some little primroses and things in October. And do you know, they're beautiful. They've lasted all through the winter and all the snow. And they're really thriving. They're spreading out and all sorts in spite of me. So I see that as an achievement for myself. But it's a sign as well that spring has sprung. My snowdrop has flowered and gone. I know that the daffodils are out everywhere, aren't they? If you get the chance to go for a drive in the car, I know we've still got to social distance, but we can go a bit further, can't we? Farndale, the daffodils are out in Farndale. Evidently they're brilliant. So might be worth just taking a look. Try and pick a non-busy day. Friday to Monday is probably not good, but you might find Thursday and Tuesday are all right. Anyway, I'm happy. I don't know about you. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, stamp a foot. Stamp, stamp. If you're happy and you know it, stamp a foot. Stamp, stamp. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your foot. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. Now if you're happy and you know it, do all four. Clap, clap, nod, nod, stamp, stamp, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all four. Clap, clap, nod, nod, stamp, stamp, happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all four. Clap, clap, nod, nod, stamp, stamp. Hooray! Fantastic. Well done. That's woken us up. It's got rid of the cobwebs, hasn't it? And as it's morning and it's springtime, I've been watching the birds in the garden this morning as well. We've got a couple of bird feeders and they queue up so that the little ones can get at the food easier than the big birds. But the big birds have a go and the little ones just stand in a queue, and when one's gone, another one flies on. It's amazing. I think there must be British birds because they know how to queue. But, you know, I don't know if I can say that these days, but that's life. So we've got a robin in one of our next songs. And just because I thought, well, the flowers are coming out, we might have some tulips in our song. But we're going to start with this. Good morning, good morning. We've talked the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. I say good morning, good morning. We've danced the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and be happy. What if I've been blue now that I'm walking through fields of flowers? Rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along. That's when the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along. Tiptoe through the tulips by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe from the garden, by the garden of the willow tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Deep in flowers we'll stray, we'll keep the showers away. And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me? Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Deep in flowers we'll stray, we'll keep those showers away. And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me? Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Just tiptoe through the tulips with me. There we go. Tiptoe through the tulips. And if you tiptoe, you won't stand on them and squash them, will you? I would, because I'd forget, but there you go. That's me, isn't it? Now then, can I can't see if Beth's still there. She might have just gone off to file something because I know she's at work. So if I put Neil and Chris on a one song warning, is that okay? And then, oops. Let's just find the right one. There it is. So it's Easter weekend this week. Hasn't that come around quickly? Somebody said to me yesterday that they think March has dragged a little bit, but I don't really think it has. It seems to go quickly in our family because we have about 8 people that have birthdays, and when you're having to organise cards and put money in them and things like that, it's we had the last one yesterday. I don't think there's one today, and I've got to say I'm guilty of being one of the people, so I can't complain really. But it's Easter weekend this weekend, and for Christians it's a big celebration, isn't it? Where Jesus rose again. But it's just a nice long weekend for those who don't follow a faith. But we could wear our Easter bonnets regardless. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the road to groove you. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet, and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the road to prove you. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet, and of the girl I'm taking to the Easter parade. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. There you go, Easter parade. I've got a feeling that was that a Judy Garland one, or was it Fred Astaire and Judy Garland? I think you might have been two-timing Ginger Rogers on that film. But great little song, isn't it? We won't tell anyone what he was up to. He was a great dancer. So over to Neil and Chris. Lovely to have you with us. Hey, we missed you last night on the pot and glass. You weren't, were you?
No, we were busy.
We had a family birthday, just like you.
Seeing as we could have a
barbecue
with 6 of us in a garden, we did.
You did right. I didn't get on till 9 o'clock.
Did you not? No, we were intending coming on about then, but
it went on a bit
longer than we thought.
You come to enjoy yourself. You've got to do it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And to whoever's birthday it was.
It was our son's girlfriend.
Oh, lovely, lovely. What have you got for us today, anyway?
This was Dorothy's request.
Last week she said, "Can we do?" So we're doing summer holiday.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm going to try.
Isn't it?
Anyway, 1, 2. We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or 2. Fun and laughter on a summer holiday. No more working for me and you. We're going where the sun shines brightly. it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things we always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true. For me and you. Where the sun shines brightly, we're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things we always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make the dreams come true. For me and you.
Come back.
Hey, we are in the mood for holidays, aren't we? We're definitely. Right, we'll have a couple of songs from musicals, and I know that Helen particularly likes Mary Poppins, so we've got a couple of songs from Mary Poppins for you, Helen. So lovely to see you this morning. Not sure the key I've got here is right, I'll just get it right. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest, while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move the job along. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. The honey bees that fetch the nectar from the flowers to the comb never tire of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you may think a sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spends my time in the ashes and smoke, in this old wide world there's no happier blow. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree, a sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo, good luck will rub off when I shakes hands with you. Or blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. I choose me bristles with pride, yes I do. A broom for the shaft and a brush for the flue. Though I'm covered in soot from me head to me toes, the sweep knows he's welcome wherever he goes. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree, a sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo, good luck will rub off when I shakes hands with you. Up where the smoke is all billowed and curled, between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep's world. When he's hardly no day and there's hardly no night, there's things half in shadow and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London, call what a sight. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree, when you're with the sweep, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them what sings chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. So there you go, Helen. A couple of songs from Mary Poppins just to start the day for you today. Beth, are you okay to do one now, or do you want a one song warning? Do one now? Yeah. Sounds awful when you're saying, will you do one? Go on, do one. Doesn't sound polite, does it? Well, she's here, the maestro herself. She's busy at work as well. So we're between filing and other jobs that she has to do and what have you, she's going to give us some tunes. So what are you going to play for us today, young lady?
We're going to see Maggie in the Woods today.
Oh, fantastic. I hope she's behaving. Hope she's social. Fantastic. Wonderful. Did we have a couple of other tunes in there as well?
We had Peak Fire Flame and Billy Joe.
Ah, I thought I recognised those two. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, time we had a little drink really, isn't it? My wife and I live all alone in a little log hut we call our own. She likes whiskey, I like rum. I tell you we have lots of fun. Oh, ha ha ha, hee hee hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? When I go toiling on my farm, I take a little brown jug under my arm, place it under a shady tree. Little brown jug, it's you and me. Ah ha ha, hee hee hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Well, we crossed the creek on a hollow log, me and the wife and the little brown dog. The wife and the dog fell into the bog, but I held on to me little brown jug. Oh, ah, 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 hee, hee, hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ah, 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 hee, hee, hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Well, the rose is red and me nose is too, the violet's blue and so are you. I guess once more before I stop, we'd better just have one last drop. Oh, ah, 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 hee, hee, hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha, 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 hee, hee, hee. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? We might as well keep on drinking. Come, come, come and make eyes at me down at the old Bull and Bush. Da, 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 da. Come, come, drink some port wine with me down at the old Bull and Bush. Hear the little German band, da, 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 da. Just let me hold your hand, dear. Do, do, come and have a drink with me down at the old Bull and Bush, Bush, Bush. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Cheers, Dorothy. No matter where I roam, oh land or sea or home, you will always hear me sing this song. Show me the way to go home. My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the van with the old man in it. I walked behind with the old father in it. But I dillied and dallied, dallied and dillied, lost me way and don't know where to go. Oh, you can't trust the specials like the old-time comers when you can't find your way home. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. There we go. We've had a drink. We've tried to find our way home, and we just got on our bike in the end, didn't we? It's the only way to do it. Only way to do it. Shall we have a little bit of a dance now? So if you want a bit of a jig, thought we'd put these two together. Oh, I could has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is the singer in a band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this as she takes him by the hand. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Desmond takes a trolley to the jewelry store, buys a 20-carat golden ring, takes it back to Molly waiting at the door, and as he gives it to her she begins to sing. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. In a couple of years they have built a home sweet home, with a couple of kids running in the yard, Desmond and Molly Jones. Happy ever after in the marketplace, Desmond lets the children lend a hand. Molly stays at home and does a pretty face. In the evening she is singing in the band. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. Oh, la 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 la, life goes on. And it does go on, doesn't it? And on and on and on and on and on. Fantastic. Now then, I don't know about you, but I like food that gives me energy. I don't think chocolate gives me as much energy as I think it does, but I'm sticking with it because I don't like to give up on anything, really. I want to be right behind it. I'll tell you what's wonderful. If ever I'm going to go and do some exercise, which I do twice a week. I ride my bike twice a week and do some weights until I can go back to my gym. And if I eat a banana and have a spoonful of peanut butter before I start, it's amazing. Now I know it'll be all in my head. It'll just be me saying you've got an energy boost. And a teaspoonful of, you know, that crunchy peanut butter. It takes you half an hour to eat a spoonful. So it's I think you work off calories just consuming it. But my bananas are wonderful. So I thought it's a while since we've sung this one. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and I wanna go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and I wanna go home. Work all night on a drink of rum. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Stack bananas till the morning comes. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight come and I wanna go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas. Daylight come and I wanna go home. we should have lots of energy after singing one about bananas, shouldn't we? Definitely. And Harry Belafonte sang that, didn't he? Fantastic. Neil and Chris, can I put you on a one song warning? Is that okay? Brilliant. I thought we'd do Marie Osmond's greatest hit. I know it was a hit before she had a hit with it. The Osmonds came to fame really from being on shows like the Andy Williams show, didn't they? And then they became a worldwide phenomenon. I think they were hoping that they'd be the new Beatles. Don't think they ever quite made that, did they? But Donny and Marie became popular. And Marie had a particular hit. I think she got to #1. I may be corrected on that. But she sang Paper Roses. I'll sing you the chorus first. Paper roses, paper roses, oh how real those roses seem to be. But they're only imitation, like your imitation love for me. I realize the way your eyes deceive me with tender looks that I mistook for love. So take away the flowers that you gave me and send the kind that you remind me of. Paper roses, paper roses, oh how real those roses seem to be. But they're only imitation, like your imitation love for me. I thought that you would be a perfect lover. You seem so full of sweetness at the start, but like a big red rose that's made of paper, there isn't any sweetness in your heart. Paper roses, paper roses, oh how real those roses seem to be. But they're only imitation, like your imitation love for me. Paper roses, paper roses, oh how real those roses seem to be. But they're only imitation, like your imitation love for me. Like your imitation love for me. It's a great little song, that one, isn't it? Great chorus. I love songs that have a good chorus, one we can all join in with. Now we've got Neil and Chris back on Dorothy. Dorothy, you look raring to go there. I thought you
I
were.
don't know where.
Tell us where you're going and we'll follow.
They won't have me in their club.
Don't believe you.
Don't know where we're going, but we're kings of the road.
Oh, fantastic.
That's the wrong rhythm. Trail got no cigarettes. I've got 2 hours of pushing broom, but an 8 to 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man who means by no means king of the road. 3rd boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suits and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stories I found, short but not to dig around. I'm a man means by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, and all of the children and all of their names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I say, sailor for sailorette, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I've got 2 hours of pushing broom, but an 8 to 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man who means by no means king of the road, king of the road, king of the road.
Fantastic, king of the road. That's what you're going to be, Alison, when you get your van done. King of the road.
It's me when I'm out on my motorbike.
Oh, wow. Well impressed. Right, we're going to have a Megson moment. And I'm just trying to get this one into my head. I had a busy day yesterday. My sister wasn't very well, and so I didn't get my normal practice done yesterday. But we're going to have a go at Baby and the Band. In 44 Newcastle Street, in a town called Peterlee, something strange is happening to the Gordon family. If you're peeping through the window on any Friday night, what you see when you look there will give you such a fright. You'll see a baby play the banjo, the dog he plays his drums, grandma plays the bass guitar with nothing but her thumbs. Billingham to Brighton and all across this land, no one plays the music quite like Baby and the Band. You should have seen the other week, they were practicing their bits. Baby dropped his banjo onto Grandad's plate of chips. The old man, he was fuming as the dinner flew about, but nobody was listening when he tried to scream and shout, because the baby played the banjo, the dog he played his drums, grandma played the bass guitar, with nothing but her thumbs. From Billingham to Brighton and all across this land, no one plays his music quite like Baby and the Band. Many years have passed, and I'm very sad to say, Baby's all grown up now, and his banjo's packed away. Well, he's got no time to practice, now he's children of his own. But if you're very quiet while you're passing by his home, just hear a baby play the banjo, the dog still got his drums, grandma plays the tuba now, she's got arthritis in her thumbs, from Billingham to Brighton and all across this land. No one plays the music quite like baby and the band. You see the baby play the banjo, the doggy plays his drums, grandma plays the bass guitar, nothing but her thumbs, from Billingham to Brighton and all across this land. No one plays the music quite like baby and the band. Baby and the band. Like baby and the band. We nearly got there. We nearly got there. Another day's practice had to move that cap up, I think. So it wasn't quite so low. Beth, are you up for another song? Another tune?
I can do, yeah.
Yeah, have I had two from Chris and Neil? I've lost count now. We've had King, yeah, that's right. Do you know, I don't get often on my own, and maths was never been a good subject. Anyway, here she is. The maestro herself, what have you got for us this time?
I thought we'd have a waltz this time. So I have Michael Turner's waltz, followed by South Wind, and then we're going to have a polka and Shoe the Donkey.
Fantastic. Very nice. We were all waltzing around there, taking our partners by the hand, weren't we? And we might get to Blackpool yet on Strictly. What do you think? There's a chance, isn't there? But we're not going without Beth playing it on the violin. Now then, Maureen, I know that your favourite song is this one. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. So there you go, Maureen. We know that's your favourite one. I was just listening to Elvis singing that the other day. We'll have to have an Elvis week, won't we, when we do a few of his songs. Now then, we can all go outside a bit more now. So you'll really have to watch out for this bunch. If you go down to the woods today. Sorry, I just caught my breath there and that didn't work, did it? I think I was frightened by the bears. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock the mummies and daddies will take them home to bed. been good is sure of a treat today. There's lots of wonderful things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, they hide and seek as long as they please. Today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, see them unawares, see them gazing down their holiday. See them gaily gad about, they love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, 'cause they're tired little teddy bears. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, 'cause they're tired little teddy bears. He's a tired big teddy bear. Yes, he's tired, our big Ted bear. Oh, he's gone to sleep. Well done, Big Ted. Great performance. Great performance. Now then, because it's Easter, I think it's always nice to sing something which is, you know, maybe a modern folk song that's also a hymn. And this one has always been popular. Actually, this one's always popular for people at weddings. But we'll see how it goes anyway. And it's the Lord of the Dance. See what key we're going to do it. We'll try that one. So Lord of the Dance, I'm sure that you'll all be familiar to it. I danced in the morning when the world was begun. I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. At Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced for the scribes and the Pharisee. They wouldn't dance and they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, the James and John. They came with me and the dance went on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on the Sabbath and I cured the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They whipped and they stripped and they hung me on high, left me there on the cross to die. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on a Friday when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone, but I am the dance and I still go on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. They cut me down and I leapt up high. I am the light that will never, never die. I live in you if you live in me. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Lord of the Dance. The Spinners used to sing that one. You probably remember the Spinners folk group. They were fantastic. And I always think of that song because when I was at school in Darlington, I lived in Stockton, but I was the last year in Stockton that did the 11 plus. and I still don't know how I passed it because I only ever got 36 on the practice papers. So if you want to believe in miracles, there's one. And we got bussed out to different schools. I really would have been much better staying in Stockton, but there you go. And when I got into like 4th year at school, they call it year 10 now, don't they? Because I could play the piano, the music teacher needed help out because there were too many assemblies going on at the same time. And I used to have to play Lord of the Dance just about every Friday assembly for the lower school kids to sing. That and Colours of Day. They used to just do those two, which was good for me. Until one morning my bus didn't come for me because we had a bus that took us to Darlington. And I thought, I'm not going to get there for assembly. So I rushed round to Heart ULO Lane corner in Stockton, and you got me special 10p out that was for if you ever missed the school bus, you've got your 10p to get you home to Stockton. Those were the days, weren't they? 10p from Darlington to Stockton. And I got the bus and I rushed in and got there to find that the assembly had been cancelled. Isn't that just, well, that's life, isn't it? That's life. Anyway, let's have another song. Oh, I'll tell you what, how are we doing for time? We've got time to do this next one. We need a funny one every now and then, don't we? Do you remember Lonnie Donegan? Lonnie Donegan and his Rock Island line, his chewing gum. Did it lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight? We'll never know, will we? A lot of you probably will know, but just in case you don't, I'm going to tell you. One of the drummers that played with Lonnie Donegan was a man called Pete. Now then, his second name's just gone from me. But he used to live over on Teesside, and he was a drum teacher. He used to come into school for me. And he used to live at Dunsdale or Dunsdale, as some people pronounce it, which is just outside of Gisborough. And when Lonnie Donegan was on This Is Your Life, Pete was teaching in my school, and he said, "You've got to watch it." He said, "We've all recorded it. We're sitting on the back of a dust cart." And he said, "Don't miss us." And it was and I thought it was on at the end of the programme. And I was really busy on that night, but I joined for the last quarter of an hour of This Is Your Life, and he was on the first 5 minutes. So if you missed the dustman, you can always, well, you've got to go to the tip then, don't you? And take your stuff yourself. But we'll try not to miss this dustman. Now here's a little story, to tell it is a must, about an unsung hero that moves away your dust. Some people make a fortune, others earn a mint, but my old man don't earn much. In fact, he's flipping skint. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears cobbliny trousers and he lives in a council flat. He looks a proper nana in his great big hobnail boots. He's got such a job to pull them up that he calls them daisy roots. Da 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 ba ba. Some folks give tips at Christmas and some of them forget. So when he picks their bins up, he spills some on the steps. Now one old man's got nasty and to the council road. Next time my old man went round there, he punched him up the throat. Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears cobbliny trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, I found a police dog in my dustbin. How do you know it's a police dog? He had a policeman with him. Though my old man's a dustman, he's got a heart of gold. He got married recently, though he's 86 years old. We said, "Here, hang on, Dad, you're getting past your prime." He said, "Well, when you get to my age, it helps to pass the time." Oh, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears cobbliny trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, my dustbin's full of lilies. Well, throw them away then. I can't. Lilies, where a lady's bin. He hadn't gone but a few yards when she chased after him. What game do you think you're playing? She cried right from the heart. You've missed me, am I too late? No, jump up on the cart. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, this is the last one you'll be lucky to know. My dustbin's absolutely full with toadstools. How do you know it's full? Because there's not much room. He found a tiger's head one day, nailed to a piece of wood. The tiger looked quite miserable, but I suppose it should. Just then from out a window, a voice began to wail. He said, "Oi, where's me tiger's head? 4 foot from its tail." Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. Next time you see a dustman looking all pale and sad, don't kick him in the dustbin. It might be my old dad. There we go. Good old Lonnie Donegan. And I haven't remembered Pete's name. He used to play with George Melly as well, did Pete. He was a fantastic drummer. Yeah, I think he lived to be about 82. He was a good lad. Now then, I thought we'd do a chorusy one that's about Teesside. The Fettlers sang this. The Fettlers has been a group that's been in many forms. Every variation of the Fettlers has sung this one. There's grime all over the ground. There's grime all over the ground. There's grime all over the ground. Inside this ring of iron. There's smoke up in the sky. There's smoke up in the sky. There's smoke up in the sky. Across this ring of iron. And it's all around the town. It's all around the town. It's all around the town. This hard ring of iron. great song with a great chorus, isn't it? Industry's changing in our area though, isn't it? When we think our forefathers probably travelled to this area for the iron ore, for the steel making, and they worked in terrible conditions, didn't they? Can you imagine being one of the miners going over to the Eston Hills and going out in the dark on the morning after the knocker up had come and knocked them up to go to work? I always wondered who it was that woke up the person that did the waking up, if you see what I mean. And then they would walk and they'd go into the mine tunnels and they'd have to walk a couple of miles till they got to the face where they were working, pitch black. And can you imagine, there'd be all sorts of creepy crawlies and rats and my classroom was like that at school, if I'm honest. I used to have little rats running across the floor and water came in through the ceiling. You know, they took them 8 years to fix it, but when it came, one of the light things exploded one night, and so they did something then, and I think that's why I've got curly hair, if I'm really honest. Anyway, moving on, it's time for a bit of noise, isn't it? So, whoops, where's my noisy bits? I thought we'd have a bit of Johnny Cash to finish with today, but also I thought that we'd do Deep in the Heart of Texas. And did I get another? No, we might add other things in as we go along. So if you want to shake anything, clap along, stamp your feet, tap the table. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie sky is wide and high. Sage in bloom is like perfume. So a little bit of noise to finish off our session today. Hope you've enjoyed some of the songs. We've tried to keep it a bit light-hearted today, really. It's the sun's out. We have to live, breathe spring, don't we? And we're all springing forward into what hopefully is a much safer world. And lots of people are getting the second vaccinations now, which is fantastic. I'm on the 26th of May for my second one, so that'll be good. Till next week, hope you all stay safe. Hope you have a lovely Easter weekend, even if the weather's not good. 2 wins for the borough would be quite nice as well, wouldn't it? And for those, you know, Easter is a very special time. We hope you have a happy and holy Easter. Till next week. Goodbye everyone, it's time to go. Goodbye everyone, it's time to go. Goodbye everyone, it's time to go. I'll see you all next time.